The main thing is to teach your children how to drive their RC, right? So the first thing that you need to know as a newbie is if you're handed the vehicle, don't pull the trigger while you're holding it if it's on. Now, one of the first things you should pay close attention to is how to properly hold the controller, right? That's wrong.
Okay, so with this one,
Left hand and right hand, that's exactly how you should hold it.
Just like the drone, you can't
As I
do like full
display here.
triggers. You gotta like
Now, I do talk a lot about
move into the speed.
getting the feel
You know
for
what I
it.
mean?
So just drive around,
it,
get the feel for it.
for a minute, get used to it.
Now,
Get the ramp.
one of the things that you'll hear me mention quite a bit as she's practicing and I get the ramp out is
Okay, we're gonna jump
to
into the
not
grass.
pull the trigger like all the way down. You have to gradually
Alright.
squeeze the
Probably say
trigger.
stand, like,
Anytime
right
you're
Stand right
controlling an RC, you'll notice here that
Okay.
she's getting set.
here. Now,
So
drive
find a
it
good position,
off
hold
the
it right,
ramp into the grass.
and you'll notice it's zooming like zoom, zoom, zoom. And so I'm voicing to her like, you gotta like ease into it. Don't just pull the
Well, then you
trigger.
gotta be careful.
You have to
gotta get used to
slowly
it.
pull the trigger.
Light trigger pulls. Always ease it. No, don't do the quick pulls. Every time you pull it, you go slowly into it. There you go. There you go. There you
Notice
go.
how when she started to pull the trigger very lightly, she had way more
That was
control of it.
better. You're doing better. You're not.
So
going
that's rule
boom,
number
boom,
one.
Boom anymore.
Never just
Uh-oh.
squeeze the trigger
Not
all the
doing
way.
that again. Don't do that.
And it does take a little bit of practice
Car
and
will
time.
drive straight on its
Like,
own if you just get it
I think
lined up and
initially your
lightly ease
first
into the
thought
trigger.
might be to just pull the trigger all the way down, but you never do that.
That bump right there is kind of gnarly for it. Ease into it. Always ease into it.
So just continue to kind of try to get used to it. If you're out in the street, obviously watch for traffic.
Nice.
Notice she has so much
Okay,
better
in the grass
control when
especially, you have
she's
to ease into the
gradually
throttle.
pulling the trigger.
You know what I mean by ease into the throttle? Okay, this is, look at my finger.
Here I'm explaining, like, she doesn't understand when I'm saying ease into
This
it,
is what
right?
you're doing. Boom, 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 boom. Easing into the throttle means this.
See how that is
Slowly easing
showcasing
into the
a
throttle.
very slow and gradual pull
Okay,
of the
there you
trigger.
go. That's
And
the way you
then
should
she
always
does
be.
it
Then
right
you-
here.
And then you start pulling more and more and more and more.
That is
Faster.
probably one of the most important things
That's what
that
I
you
mean by
should
easing into the throttle.
recognize. You'll have way more control.
Oh. Okay, line it up.
The gears in an
Ease
RC
the throttle.
car
Yes.
can strip if you're not careful. And so you want to make sure that you are
There you
careful.
go.
Like if it goes out of sight,
Don't pull the trigger when you're
never
stuck.
pull the trigger if
Never
you
pull the
can't see
trigger.
it, because you could be stuck on something, and then when you pull the trigger,
Okay, but when you think you're stuck,
you strip the
or
gears
can't
because
see
it's
it,
stuck up
never pull the
against a
trigger.
hard object. Okay, so
go
that's
ahead.
like rule number 2.
Okay, go
If
ahead.
it goes out of sight, do not pull the
Hey.
trigger.
Ease into the trigger.
Find it, get it back out in the open,
There you go.
and start to gradually work your way with pulling the trigger slowly. That was weird. It literally flipped around like instantly by tapping the thing. Watch it. Watch this. It literally goes from straight to the other direction instantly. Like I have no idea. That's like voodoo.
Okay, so line it
Thought
up
that
and
was weird.
ease into the trigger toward the jump.
All right, so
You
she's
always
just
are in
continuing to
control when you ease
practice,
into it. You're always in
getting
control
used to
when you
not
ease into
over
it.
pulling. And when she does a way better job. Now you notice here,
You just did a back
she
flip.
held the gas, did a backflip,
You're
which is awesome. You'll find that you'll be able to get control of it
Reverse now.
in the
Never pull
air
trigger
the
when you're
more
stuck like
you
that. That's
familiarize
how you strip
yourself
the
with
gears, okay?
gradually
Come on.
pulling on that
Maybe
trigger.
if you stand out there in front of it,
easing
you'll
into it
you'll see it.
as you
easier,
speed
it'll
up.
be easier for you. Sometimes where you stand makes a big difference. Like if you're standing right here, maybe it'll be easier for
Sometimes moving around and getting a different perspective, as I mentioned, so you can see the ramp from different angles.
you. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
Or hit me.
setting myself up for trouble here. by standing right here with with a newbie
All right, let's
behind the
climb up and
trigger,
kill Dad.
Okay.
and you'll see why. Yikes! Literally hit me right in the face.
I'm sorry.
So she pulled the trigger
I cannot control this.
really hard right when
Yeah,
she hit the
you're
ramp,
fine.
which
Just don't run
you
into
don't
my
necessarily
face.
want to do. You want to gradually
Jeez.
ease off the gas or the trigger
Sorry.
when you hit jumps
I should never trust
until you
this-
get
this
familiar
spot.
with being able to give it the right type of gas in the air to do a backflip.
Ivy, you don't have to gun it when you get to the ramp. You don't have to gun it. Nice.
So she does a good job there. She didn't just gun it when she hit the ramp.
Keep hitting Dad's face.
Okay, come on, hit the ramp. Do it again. Nice.
You'll notice that she did a
Have
backflip
fun?
there, which is pretty cool. She stayed on the gas a little bit and ended up doing a backflip.
Oh, I missed that.
Same with this. Now every once in a while you might find that if you land on your tail,
Hit the
which she
jump.
does here in a minute, or if you land on the top side like that, if you're upside down in the air, give
Oh,
it some
big
gas
air.
in the air and it'll continue rotating. She
Okay,
does it twice.
When you notice it's upside
So
down,
what ends up happening is landing on the
give it
roof
some
like
gas in
that
the air to get it to flip,
put a lot of
continue
pressure
flipping. That make sense?
on the shock tower, and so you'll see right here, you'll notice that the back end is super low, and I recognize it,
Oh wait,
so
we might have a problem. Drive it over
I
here.
tell her to pull it
Drive
over.
it over here. Something looks.
It
Something
looks
looks amiss.
suspicious.
Oh, the shock tower broke.
Oh, dang.
Oh man, our shock tower broke. That's not ideal.
What should we do now?
Don't pull the trigger. Right now.
Yeah,
we
broke
are
the shock tower.
finished till I order a new
Now I have since replaced both of these shock towers, and I upgraded them to an aluminum off of Amazon. All right, so check it out real quick. I thought I would show you guys when it comes to the shock towers. I did actually order some new shock towers for it, and these are aluminum. So nice upgrade compared to the plastic. I don't think I should be worried about those breaking. Now, I did order it. This is the part right here. Oddly enough, for whatever reason, you order 2 shock towers and it seems like they only come with 1 set of replacement hinge pin bolts. And so I'll see if I can't find a link for just the hinge pin bolts by themselves. Why they would sell 2 shock towers and only give you 2 or 1 side of the hinge pin bolts, because these hinge pin bolts right here are unique. They have unique threading that has to go through this aluminum, and so you can't use the stock ones. So just to show you what I'm talking about, I actually had to order a whole nother shock tower because they send you 2 of these when you're buying 2 shock towers. You need 4 of these. So I'll see what I can find as far as maybe finding a standalone set of these. So you can order everything you need if you do want to replace front and back shock towers together. But I wanted to show you guys that. Nice little upgrade for this, so pretty awesome. Anyway, that's kind of the scoop
Well,
on
was that
training
fun?
your youngster on
You were getting a lot
Hobby
better
Grade
at it,
RC.
And make sure you subscribe.
Amen to that. East Tactics out.